Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing today? And Jack, welcome in. Good to have you. Alrighty, DM, take her away.
Okay. So, previously, our heroes found themselves at the mercy of a rampaging Six who was in the midst of an incredibly vivid PTSD episode. During her attack, some party members started noticing the shifting aesthetic of her eyes, her pupils dilating severely, as they would in moments like this, but also her irises changing from an icy blue to a shimmering, almost glowing opalescent color. With Liz mentally out of the fight for the first few seconds, the rest of the party rallied to quell their suffering ally, before Liz was able to subdue Six by striking her in the back of the head to knock her unconscious, before removing her collar. Afterwards, while members of the party were finishing up paperwork with clients from the chapter of Steel's job board or discussing possible motivations of the Wyvern while exploring their magical powers, Bird Buddy and Six shared an intimate moment following the fight, with BB urging Six to take control of her story in the midst of her heartbreaking apology. With the events of the morning behind them, and the party returned to Trustville to turn in their jobs and retrieve purchased goods from previously visited vendors. After Bird Buddy and Bill, after Bird Buddy and Will met with Lieutenant Lancer, Will made his way to the library to do some research in the small section of deep speech tomes in the upper levels of the building's halls, where he ran into his friend Drada. After some quick discussion, Drada offered to smuggle a book out of the library for him and would meet with him later in the day following a shift at the West Gate. We now rejoin our heroes, now known as the Broken Chains, as they have returned to the Gulping Gecko to the site of Liz and Six in the midst of a quote-unquote drinking game with shots of water.
So, yeah, I believe we left off with me working on me working on giving Bird Buddy a little like bubble bath bubble gnome hat.
Adorable.
Speaking
And
of
then
the devil.
absolutely flapping in the water while she does so.
All right.
Is it Bird Buddy's mission to make the water around Six's tub as wet as Liz's? The ground, I mean.
Six, go ahead and give me a dex check at disadvantage as Bird Buddy's happily fluttering around and to try and make that bubble gnome hat.
Oh, they're gonna let Six do the bubble accessories, but as soon as she's done, they're gonna flap and just be happy.
All right, so it's just a straight dex check then.
What? I was having a coughing fit. I didn't hear anything.
Give me a dex check to determine how well you make Bird Buddy's gnome hat.
Dirty 20.
Not bad. Okay. It's actually a pretty solid one. Maybe a little bit big, so like the sides kind of droop down, almost like a winter knit cap with the little doodly boppers hanging off the side. It's a pretty solid bubble gnome hat.
I was doing just fine for the last several days with very little coughing, and suddenly, as soon as it's time to roleplay, I can't fucking breathe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's how it goes.
I need Robitussin, and I can't fucking get it, and so...
Liz is kind of starting to get a little... There's not much water left in her tub anyway, so she's kind of starting to use just start to she's wiped off her whiskers at this point, her bubble, and she's kind of rinsing herself off.
Okay. What's Ruby up to? Ruby's just in her tub chilling.
Ruby's in her tub, but she's leaned onto the side closer to the other two, and her arms are just plopped out. Just I don't know how to explain it.
Witcher style?
No, just kind of her boobs are tucked in, and the edge of the tub is where her chin are, and her arms are out you're sitting on
loosely.
Yeah, kind of on the edge of it.
Okay.
Her forearms are seeable, so they can
Gotcha.
see that one thing on her arm, John, because she doesn't have her stuff on.
Go ahead and describe that to the party.
You see a band around her. Hang on, let me go to her notes directly. Okay, she has a tattoo on her left forearm. It's in a band, but the band is words. And you can see the partial bit of it that says forbidden things. And then it goes on to say, have a, and then you can't see the rest of it because it's on the bottom half.
Okay. Will, you...
It's got really pretty filigree, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Will, you came here to tell your allies about having to talk with Lancer, but having rounded the corner and coming in and seeing this play out, give me a composure check as you duck back behind the door.
11.
Okay, not too bad. For those of you with passive perceptions, probably closer to 17, you would notice that Will ducks back behind the door, and his little bit of an elven ear that's kind of sticking out into the view of the doorway, it's beginning to turn a little red, but you're able to keep your composure there, Will.
He still puts his hood over his head and low enough to cover his eyes.
Does anybody stop Bird Buddy from getting out of the tub?
I don't think so. It doesn't sound like it.
Bird Buddy is going to scramble out of the tub, hop over to Will, naked bourbon all, and look up at Will. And just tilt their head.
I guess they end up saying that, the upper part of Will's face is just red, and he's just he's looking at me hi.
And then they attempt to take his cloak.
Hey! And he's just holding on to it, making sure that Bird Buddy doesn't try pulling it off.
Am I successful? Or not?
Go ahead and give me competing strength checks.
Okay.
Oh, that's not fair.
We both know it's not fair, but it's fucking hilarious.
21.
Roll again. That's what you got.
What?
I got a 21 and Will got a 21.
What did you get? Sorry, you're giggling too much.
21.
21s.
Okay, so the rest of you who are finishing up your drinking game, just kind of idly posing, minor chit chat, you all watch a free show as Bird Buddy and Will are now in the middle of the doorway, yanking on Will's cloak, and neither is giving ground.
And Bird Buddy is laughing and laughing.
Bird Buddy, please let go of my cloak. Please.
Bird Buddy pops, lets go, folds their arms, and just stares sadly.
Wait. Given that they just let go and Will is tugging on his cloak, does he fall over?
Give me 1 second. I'm going to roll to see how much water Bird Buddy tracked, and it'll determine what type of roll I give you.
Okay.
Okay. Bird Buddy actually tracked a fair amount of water. Go ahead and give me a dex save, Will.
At least I have a higher dex.
Iris
22.
is... Sorry.
You're able to wrestle your cloak free after a couple seconds, and Bird Buddy gives up. But you notice that you are part way into a split as your right foot is caught into some water and is just beginning to slide.
What?
But you do save. You don't fall over.
Probably for the first time any of you guys have heard, Iris is actually laughing at the whole situation. Just like covering her mouth, just like trying to hide it, but just laughing in the hallway.
You know what? Like, after a few seconds, when Will finally calms down, he also lets out a laugh because that was funny. And probably another thing he will probably tell Drata when she shows up.
And then Bird Buddy hops back to the bathtub.
Okay. Do any of you, do any fucking hell? Do any others want to bully the shy boy before we continue? I can't
Well, are you
English
really
today,
not going to
guys.
join us?
Why would I join you? He says as he once again looks away.
Well, I mean, you've been through the same amount of fighting we have, multiple days.
I'll take one tonight.
Oh.
Liz is gonna stand up. You can take mine. I'm gonna get dressed and head out.
Head out.
Where are you going?
We have to. Well, I'm gonna head to my room to finish getting ready.
Oh, sorry.
We have to meet with your friend, Superior?
Superior. She said that Right. She said that she wants us to go to the Legion's base tomorrow morning. We could go after breakfast if you want.
Yeah. I might head out just to go see what the city, go check on some shops after dark. I'm tired of being out during the light.
Will just nods.
Didn't you want to talk to us as well, Will?
Huh?
Didn't you want to talk to us as well, Will?
Oh, I thought he had said that whole thing to the whole room. He said it loud enough for everyone to hear.
Yeah, it was just that. Yeah, Will's letting everybody know, and then I think he mentioned Drata was coming by.
All right.
I think the last session too.
And as even if I did decide to join you, my friend is coming by in a bit when she's done with her shift, so I'll be meeting with her at the tavern. Or at the bar side.
Friend, please don't tell me it's that silver-haired sprite that always giving you problems.
Oh my god.
Iris is getting sassy. I like it.
Iris!
Yeah, that's her. Well, she is my only friend after all. And he turns to head downstairs.
Iris.
Ooh.
Bird Buddy mimics that sound that Ruby just made.
Ooh.
Liz kind of looks over to Iris. I thought you were friends?
Not formally. We've just been helping each other out, and it's okay. Miss Liz, Mr. Rucker gave me a message to pass on to you. It's in my pocket. When you get dressed, I'll hand it to you so you don't get it wet.
I'm sorry. I have been nose deep in my phone talking to my roommate about stuff. Are we still in the bath?
Yes.
Yes. Liz is up and getting dried.
You can see a tattoo on Ruby's arm too. That's another thing you missed. I'll DM you the details about that, Angel.
Yep. Ruby's got a tat. Will has stepped out. Liz is leaving.
Bird Ready tormented Will.
Yeah, and Bird Ready tormented.
They tried to take his cloak, and he was making sure they didn't, and he slipped a bit.
That's where we are at, I think.
All right. Well, I'll wait downstairs for you while you guys finish up.
Liz is just about done. She's got on her shirt and her hands are dry, so she takes out the package that Rucker gave her and handed it over to his. He also asked if you were doing well, and I said you were fine. Thank you.
Liz, I need a composure check from you.
All right. 1 second.
Composure.
I would say at advantage because you're used to having a resting bitch face.
All right, Liz. Don't. Where's the Liz die? There it is. Where was the? Okay, that's funny. Confirmed 15 on the die.
Nice. You're able to compose yourself. You don't give away any kind of a tell, but your heart does skip a beat as the envelope has a very familiar seal, so you know it's from the same person as your most recent job. And the fact that they're coming this frequently out of nowhere kind of catches you off guard.
I'm going to send you something.
Okay.
Well, I hope everyone enjoys their bath. I'll be downstairs in the bar. And she just wanders off back downstairs.
Liz now has a little bit more of a purpose in her step, and she practically rushes out of the bath to go read this.
Okay. So you're gonna go read that. Ruby, you're gonna soak up some more.
Yeah.
Birdbuddy, what about you? Are you heading out as well?
Everybody's gonna, seeing as everybody's starting to head out, they're going to get up, dry themselves off, kind of like gauge where everybody's going. Okay. And this is what time of day is it again?
About 1, 2.
In the afternoon?
In the afternoon, yep.
What's the weather?
Still a little stormy. It's easing up. Okay, because you guys had that flash, that lightning storm that pulled through out of nowhere. But it's beginning to ease up.
Okay, and I guess Birdbuddy is going to gather their stuff and take their newest treasure and sit in a corner of the bar downstairs as well.
Okay. Let's get 6. You got anything that you wanted to retroactively put into the bath scene?
I mean, unless somebody wants to see my hot, muscular skull, like scarred body, but that's about
Ruby's
it.
still there.
I mean, yeah, I suppose so, but like she isn't trying to be thirst trap for anybody.
I know.
I mean, like,
Now.
sure, we'll do a little role play. I get out of the bath and dry myself off. Like, yeah, there's nothing hidden. I don't care. I've been in prison showers my whole life.
Ruby's not so much looking at your ass, she's looking at the tattoos.
But yeah, I mean, you'll see like the lash scars clear as fucking day on her back. Bronzed to perfection, by the way. And there is like there's tattoos down her right shoulder blade. It's that list of names and you can see them clearly now.
Right. He said bronze to perfection, and I just think that Six has been getting air fried for the last and a half years.
Yes.
I mean,
Technically,
pretty.
yes.
Technically, yes. She's been in a prison constructed out of solid fucking iron on the slope of a volcano. Of course, she's been getting air fried for the past 7 years, and yeah, there's been a lot of sunlight. So yeah, she's pretty well bronzed.
All right.
Can I
So-
ask you a question, Six?
Sup?
The names. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm just curious.
And she's just gonna sit there and wait for the question.
Are they people you knew?
Yeah. It's my dad. It's my sister. It's my brothers.
1 second, my hotspot just skipped a beat.
And
But
you'll
luckily, I'm on my phone.
And though she does refer to them as, a familial relation, the only one that shares her last name, which I don't know if Ruby even knows yet,
Mm-mm.
then God damn it. And then it doesn't really matter because you don't recognize any of the last names. Oh my goodness. But none of them are the same.
Miss them?
With every shot so far.
Alright. And she'll start getting out of the bath herself, stretching. Oh.
I'll tell you about them one day. Still a little tender.
Take your time. Take your time. I can wait.
You can probably ask Liz. She's got my file.
Why would I want to hear it about, why would I want to hear it from her when it's your story?
Because I'm kind of curious what my file has to say about them.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind showing you if you asked.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of busted her chops pretty good back there.
Ruby will walk over and kind of gently put a hand. I don't think any of us really holds something against you for that.
You just wanted to touch my muscles, didn't you?
No, not at all. I was actually trying to be comforting. But they are nice. I'll give you that.
Hey, pass me my pants, would you?
Yeah, sure. She'll pick them up and chuck them at her face.
Just catch. Deflect missiles. Yep, I deflect missiles on pants.
She doesn't even have to look. She just grab.
All right. So as you kind of take a moment to think over this brief interaction, you watch as Six heads out. a darkened corner of the room gets a little bit darker, and you just hear in the back of your head, well, damn.
Hello, Skull.
uh, and you watch as Skull, with his graying, decaying skin, peeling, some of his scalp peeling back with his thin, wiry red hair, cataract over eyes, vegetation growing across his body. I think I just almost came in at a bad time. And he just,
No.
on his knuckles, moves closer to you.
Ruby's getting dressed as she's when just kind of listening to him speak. I mean, I know you've seen me in the bear a couple of times.
More detail than I was hoping, but yeah.
Ah. You don't want to know just yet?
No.
What brings you here?
I'm just checking in.
Hmm.
You seem to want to make yourself a snack of that golem.
Oh, well, she's having that conversation with her patron. I'm just going to go over and rifle in my bag a bit. Still, topless, shoeless, no socks, just barefoot and pants. Grab the, what I use for a wrap and begin binding.
Oh, yeah. I had specifically set up so you were already out the door when this happened.
Oh, wait, she was already out the door because I'm still.
No, I'm alone in the. You're still in the bathroom.
I fast forwarded until you finished up your thing, so you could leave. So it's just Ruby in the bathtub area now.
Ruby's alone in the bathtub talking to herself.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Just alone in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
With a decaying entity. But
I'm muted for a reason.
Wait, what did he say last? I've done forgot.
He was saying that he's glad he showed up when he did, because any sooner, and it seemed it probably would have been a bad time. Like bad timing.
Yeah, about the golem. Okay.
And then something about the golem, yeah.
Yeah, it was. He wanted to make sure you hadn't made yourself a meal, the snack of a golem.
Well, admittedly, glad you did pop in, but I was curious. Those runes really piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
They were Sylvan.
They were. They were cast by a druid that was incredibly powerful, more than any of that family and that Crypt Keeper was capable of.
Is it something to be worried about?
Well, while you were all resting, I did take a peek down into the caverns, and while the golem isn't something to be concerned, there is. How do I put this? A creeping chill down there.
Did they be sending clerics down in there or something? If they can get past the golem?
Well, based on what I saw, unless they want to be retrieving bodies a couple days later, I'd recommend. I'll reach out to some folks. See what I can drum up.
I'll let Soldier Boy let his people know not to send anyone down there just yet then.
Very well. Stop some things for a moment. Do you have a new favorite yet?
Iris is cute. Definitely don't want to see her getting hurt. I am interested in both Six and Liz. The little bird, however, little touchy.
Yeah. You see a noticeable shiver as a little bit of vegetation and some flaking skin just comes off of his shoulder and dissipates into smoke onto the ground. Yeah, I'm definitely curious on that book.
I think
But
we all are a little bit.
more importantly, I'm curious as to what the cat's part is in this play.
It's a play now, is it?
Give me an insight check. See if you can glean what your patron's trying to hint at.
15.
You do not. It's theater to him. He's enjoying himself.
Well, I hope I don't meet some tragic end in your little play.
Well, my area door. I'm afraid that's a decision I can't make.
I'm aware.
Enjoy the rest of your day, and he'll fade into that Icarus green mist before dissipating in the steam and then just completely back to normal.
She'll let out a deep sigh and just kind of stretch her neck, and then she'll finish getting dressed and leave her room and go get that thing I DM'd you about last time.
Okay. While you go and handle that,
Yes.
Bird Buddy, into your new little trinket, you're referring to
The thing that I picked up, yes.
Yeah, from the Crypt Keeper.
No, the other thing. That
That.
Yes.
That thing. Gotcha.
Ah, yes, the thing.
Yes, the thing. What are you trying to glean from it?
I'm going to compare. Both open side by side.
Between your book and
The other one.
the
Yes.
thing. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
18 plus what? 18. Estimate 18 plus 9.
18 plus 9. Damn.
9.
27. Okay. 9. So you kind of huddle off to nearby booth just enough to keep a perspective on keep a perspective on everything without sticking out like a sore thumb more so than you already do.
Mm-hmm.
And as you lay your book open, as well as the bits of runes, as well as a copy of the same book Will and Jada were discussing, with that investigation check, it doesn't seem, at least at first glance, it doesn't seem like more answers could be found.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the implementation of particular runes from certain languages that kind of unlock a deeper connection to the weave of magic within the world.
A little frustrated. Everybody's going to fold that book up, put it back away, and kind of like into the pocket that can't be seen. And
Ruby pocket.
Basically, the book pocket.
My pocket's
And-
bigger.
Yeah, it's like the only thing that Veil wears other than their cloak is a belt.
I'll be right back.
A gravekeeper's belt. And those words that I DM'd you, Bird Buddy's going to start writing them. All of the ones that are actually known, with a question mark at the end.
Okay.
I don't know how many are actually known. I at least know the first three, but I don't know about the last two.
Yeah. Those would be known. So what correlating those words? What's your intention with them?
To see if I get a response.
Okay.
And they're going to use the same method they did before, which is to take the pen, the white feather quill and feather made quill, and then do the whole thing.
Alrighty. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yes.
Persuasion is it's only a 6. Damn. That is 19.
Unfortunately, at least with the recent conversation that you had, maybe your benefactor, for lack of a better term, is a little bit spent. Maybe it's the fact that you're just idly writing just the words in, but you don't get any kind of response from the book for any of the words.
Okay, and one more thing. Bird Buddy is going to attempt to draw 2 rings, one smaller, one larger, on a chain in the book.
Let's see here.
Time for some bird magic.
As you, hold on, let me pull up.
Something.
What do you need?
Nope,
No.
nothing.
No.
Not
Thank
you.
you.
I gotta pull up some of Vale's stuff, 'cause I have notes in the sheet. Let's see here. Brain. Let's see. 212. As you write, as you draw the images, it looks like they're trying to muster some kind of a response. But due to the limited passages in which it can associate that image to a story, nothing comes up.
Okay, but I do say that it's trying. It's just doesn't have a solid.
Yeah, it's maybe not the right context, not enough context. Given how the book has behaved in the past, maybe you need more blood. But it does not respond clearly.
The ritual that I need to do, that I don't need to do, but that I do daily. Can I wait? I think I've already done it for the day. It's not nighttime yet.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
did it.
I did it
at the
earlier.
start of the fight. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Just study the thing then for my
All right.
other thing. Then that's it for now.
6, you said you were just gonna meander. I'm trying to remember. Because I know Iris and Will are down in the bar.
I'm gonna train. I've got a fight coming up.
Okay.
I'm gonna train. All right, so I've got a bit of money here.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I'm gonna, actually look for some kind of gym, if there is one. If there isn't, I'm gonna buy supplies to build my own body bag.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I mean, she did just win 6 gold off of me.
Yeah.
And
3
just
gold.
and just got paid.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, yeah, you all have
I'm super
circle.
good with investigation, like so good. Like, oh my god, that's a 8.
Honey.
Unfortunately, you can't find any kind of a gym. But in your efforts to drum up some kind of makeshift body bag, you remember hearing how there is a blacksmith in town that does dabble in leatherworking, and you find yourself in the northern district about here, where you've come across the shop called Bloodbath and Beyond.
I hate you for that still.
That's
It's
clever.
amazing.
Yeah, she's gonna sit there and just admire the sign for a minute. It's like, I like it. That's funny.
All right, let me add this to your journal real quick.
Fucking
There we go.
Bath and Beyond.
But yeah, we don't need to make it like any sort of like a long RP or anything. I just want to know like how much would it be to actually like make a proper body bag versus jury rigging a body bag out of like a burlap sack and some sand off the beach.
Yeah. So as you approach, you see Zach and Wild Boar, a large Goliath man standing about 6'7". Well, I don't have too much in terms of work. Me and my daughter have been handling the quota fairly well. If you're looking for one that's durable, and let me give them
Yeah,
check.
it's got to be durable. I break bones fairly easily, so
Yeah, hold on. Let me give him a check. Yeah, he kind of looks you over for a moment. Yeah, I heard about someone breaking some helmets too recently.
yeah, dead.
Tell you what, it's if you want to just grab the stand yourself, I can stitch together a body bag and throw some old chain I bought off of the Teeming Legion. It'd be
You got any extra chain, in tandem with the body bag and then its own link. And I'll produce my rope dart. This rope will not last. I need something that'll actually withstand like someone trying to cut at it. Nothing too heavy, something that, just something that's not going to get cut by someone trying to free themselves from a shotgun lynching.
enough. I would say with the pieces for the bag, you get the sand yourself. If you want to leave the knife here, I can retrofit the handle and put a chain to it. I'd say about 5 gold. I could have it done for you by tomorrow morning.
Done. I got it, man. Yeah, just how much is that all together, or is that just the
Altogether 5 gold, and then you would just have to grab your sand.
Yeah, no worries. I can get my own sand. That's not a problem.
Okay.
All right. There you are. Appreciate you.
You as well. Take care.
And yeah, I'll make my way down towards the beach, but I do want to stop by and visit the kids first. Just pay a visit.
Okay.
Of course.
We'll come back to that. Liz, we're very, very excited about a letter.
Can I have like 2 seconds while I edit a clip?
Mm-hmm. Gotta add to that clip total, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm expecting a lot of good clips from you, May. So you better be on the ball.
Okay. I am ready to go.
Okay. Alrighty. So, as you head back to your room, at a fairly quick hustle, especially for your size, in your excitement, you just can squeeze through the door, get everything settled, and put your hands on the desk, kind of steady yourself. And as you pop the seal and open it up, once again starts with Crimson. I sent this out a couple days after the last one. Wanted to give you well wishes. Unfortunately, I have not heard anything that would be of interest of you personally. However, and this is where it kind of gets a little weird. Second. It says, however, I have heard that the Pink Parade is heading to the northernmost tower. And that is very interesting to you, even at face value.
Is that all it says?
Mm-hmm. That's all it says. And then at the, it says the Pink Parade is, I heard the Pink Parade is going to be approaching the northernmost tower. Check in just in case. And then it's VW with the gold scale.
Liz is a little dejected about the first part about nothing important personal-wise. But there's still time. She's going to go ahead and do the little blood smear on the last part to see if there's anything else, because what?
Okay. As you, I will need a perception check.
Oh, great.
So go ahead and give me that at advantage because you do know it's an encryption.
Ooh, I like that number. Where's my... Perception. So that is a 22.
22. All right. Give me one moment. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. The sentence, the Pink Parade, I heard the Pink Parade is going to be approaching the Northern Tower. As it singes away, the only thing that changes is the Pink Parade that changes to the name Niasai Feira, that you immediately recognize as the Pink Topaz Magistrate of Advalor, before the entire letter is incinerated.
Okay. Is her name in the notes somewhere, like on the Roll20?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe you should have access to it. Oh, nope. Let me actually. Boop.
You don't know shit.
There you go. I just give you the, the list of the magistrates, which you would
Thank
obviously
you.
know. Ah.
Them shrimp getting back at you, huh?
Oh yeah, it's starting.
The prawns are fighting back.
Oh,
He's turning pink. He's turning
how
pink.
dare! How dare!
Ah, shit.
Liz kind of stares at where it burned itself, like, and she kind of grumbles a little bit to herself, and she's convincing herself to do something, and she's gonna head down and look for Bird Buddy.
Okay. Okay. After composing yourself for a couple of seconds,
Jack
the
over here.
frustration back down.
Jack in chat says, "You won't like me when I'm crabby." He says he progressively grows pinker.
Oh
I'm
no.
gets defeated. It seems I'm a shell of what I formerly was.
Oh.
Don't mind him, guys. He's just shellfish.
All right. Let's turn the tide of this conversation back to D&D.
Oh lordy.
After
Getting
that,
but
down and
yeah.
gritty with it.
continue.
But yes, you do after dialing back the frustration of no intel, but this odd request, that the this odd mention that the Topaz Magistrate is on the move. You kind of relax for a moment, throw everything back on, and head down and find Bird Buddy in a corner.
Thank you for the follow, Red. I recognize you. Welcome in. All right, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Hi, Red.
Bird Buddy?
I'm here. I was waiting for because Bird Buddy's buried in the studying of the thing that we discussed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
They're-
I'm so sorry, Bird Buddy. I just got 5 gifted subs from Red Peacekeeper. Thank you so much for your generosity. That really does help out a lot. I've got a lot of jingles going on here, so give me just a sec. That's number 2. Thank you so much, Red. That's so sweet. All right, I think that's either 3 or 4.
That should be the final one.
Is Bird Buddy like sitting at a table or something?
Oh yeah, they're sitting in the darkest, most obscure corner of the entire tavern floor at a table.
Liz is going to actually just go ahead and sit down and let Bird Buddy kind of greet them when they're ready.
Oh, Bird Buddy knows immediately as soon as Liz sits down, and they're going to look up to Liz and just casually say,
Hello, darling.
I have a question for you.
Question?
Why did you call me that when we were during the fight, after the fight?
Bird Buddy gets a little excited, opens up their book again, and they take out the quill again. But this time they hold out their hand and kind of do like the give it here gesture.
Did I see Bird Buddy do the blood thing with Liz, with 6?
That was done inside the barn.
It was done inside
No,
the barn? Okay.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember if that was...
You did catch a glimpse that she does dabble in blood magic shortly after they healed you. But outside of that, not much in terms of anything finer than that. Because
Liz is going to offer her already injured hand from the blood from earlier.
And then Burby's going to take that hand and press it into an empty page in the book. And then they're going to write this. They're going to write again, not just the word that they learned from that first one, which was, I think, the prisoner word. They're also going to draw that picture.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no.
Let's see, because this is a unique take on the ritual, so I'll have to.
This is the only way Bird Buddy knows how to get information, okay?
Okay. Liz, you watch as Bird Buddy begins to draw a very familiar necklace and pair of rings. He writes a word underneath it using your bloody handprint. She writes a word underneath it, and as all three begin to shift and change, I need an intelligence check at advantage from you, followed by a composure check.
The intelligence check is trash. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Whoa.
Oh,
Here comes another.
Another 5 gifted subs from Kitsune. Thank you, Kitsune, for your generosity. And that is awesome, dude. I fucking love you. Great to have you in here. How you
10 in
doing?
one stream.
Yeah. I think our record so far is 15 total, but still, like that's already above and beyond. Thank you guys so much for your gifted subs. That is awesome. I'm sorry for interrupting the roleplay. I don't know how to mute them right now.
You're good.
You're good.
And I'm already getting like an incoming ad break warning, but that's okay. We've already got so many subs in here at the moment that it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I think it prioritizes people that are actually in the stream, at least like a
I hope
percentage
you're
of
back.
them.
Are you gonna do Draco's lights? Anyways.
What's the intelligence check there, Liz?
9.
Believe it or not, 9 is enough.
Yay!
You've never visited this place, but you immediately recognize, as the blood begins to shift, a dense prison wall with a volcano in the corner and a large, elongated, metallic egg that you've heard is known as the kiln.
I got a 16 on my composure, so Liz's face barely moves.
Yeah. So yeah, how do you play this off here, Liz, with that 16 composure? What is going on with my fucking hotspot today? Jesus Christ.
So, this gives you information with our blood?
Bird Buddy shrugs and kind of looks at the I don't know gesture.
So this, and so Liz will point to the word. What's this word?
The
The word will have disappeared when your handprint, the drawing, and the word just shifted into the landscape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then she'll go, what was the word you wrote?
Bird Buddy repeats the word out loud.
Prisoner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was unsettling.
Bird Buddy nods. And then pats the top of Liz's hand and shakes and says, "Not a prisoner." And then kind of like turns the book so Liz can see it. And hands Liz the white quill and taps the book. Right.
It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead and finish up the scene real quick, and then I'll give thanks. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
You want me to write?
And Bird Buddy nods. And using the same voice they did before when they were talking to Six, like they repeat your story, not theirs.
Liz stares at the page for a long moment before placing the quill down and just looking at Bird Buddy and going, "I'm not ready."
Bird Buddy nods, takes the quill, and then gently closes the book.
In 1 second, my fucking hotspot is being an absolute fucking ass right now.
You're okay. You're okay. Go ahead, ladies. This will all still be on the VOD.
Okay.
Would you like to go to the store with me?
And I tilt their head a little bit and and then they start quickly just like happy bird back, start packing up their stuff in a hurry, and then just jumps from the gargantuanly tall stool that they're on to the floor.
And her and Liz just kind of starts quietly talking to Bird Buddy, saying, "I want to go to the store. I want to see what spices they have. And I also have some things I think I need to pick up."
And Bird Buddy's trying to keep pace with Liz.
Liz is actually walking slow enough that Bird Buddy can keep up easily.
Because it's like a chihuahua trying to keep up with a Great Dane, though.
It really is. Like Liz is taking small steps. It's still,
But it's but yeah, they're happy to listen.
All right.
every now and then
what-
Liz kind of. What's up?
What are you searching for? You're looking for spices?
I'm looking for spices, and I'm going to start grabbing supplies for Iris because Six told Liz that she likes to brew and like did alcohol.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna join Liz for this one because by now I'm absolutely dressed and wait, hold on, I'm not even
No,
near the
you
tavern.
were,
Oh, yeah, I'm not even near the
yeah,
tavern.
you were
I totally
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
forgot. Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What?
I'll just meet up with her in the streets somewhere.
Yep. We'll come. I'm trying to get back into fucking Roll20.
It's all right. No worries. No worries.
Occasionally, Bird Buddy, Liz will kind of trail off from Common, and you can see that she's struggling with a word, and she just starts muttering curses in Draconic. You learn Karshaji and Monthroeki very, very quickly.
Just send those to me later.
I'm going to. What else do you learn?
Well, you can send those to me later, but yeah, the Bird Buddy is very happy to learn these. And then they are going when we get to the spices, Bird Buddy is going to make a beeline for the hottest section that they have.
Sweet.
Like the hottest spices. And then just stare there like a truly industrial.
All right. Goddamn fucking phone.
Since
one.
we've hit a lull in roleplay for the moment, thank you Kitsune for another 5 gifted subs. Oh man, at a level 4 hype train, guys, almost hit 5. That would have been a new record. We'll get there. That's awesome though. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Yes, that's amazing. Thank you guys.
Love you,
Alright.
chat, you bunch of fuckers.
Easy now. Easy now. I protect my little baby cakes.
All right. Let's get back on track here.
Mostly
Brain.
waiting for input so we know what to expect. It's all.
It would just be. I would say, give me investigation check, both of you.
My passive is 22.
Just invest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Investigation does have a passive. I don't have a passive because I don't have anything. But let's see.
If for a
Can't you tell him
roll,
legally blind?
a passive if I roll for perception, it is
Investigation.
or investigation. Excuse me. Investigation is even better. 16 plus 9.
Okay. 16 plus 9, 25.
11.
Liz? 11. Oof.
10 plus 1.
Nice. I would say between the two of you, it would be. You don't necessarily come across any kind of shops that would help aid Iris in her potion brewing, but you are able to acquire a couple empty vials. And you can just come up with a smattering of what type of spices Liz would get. I'd say in total between the vials and the spices, it would be 2 gold.
Liz is getting a lot of spices. She's getting a good portion of like the spiciest spices she can grab. Her and Bird Buddy are kind of bickering over which of the hot spices are better.
All right.
Like Liz points to one, Bird Buddy points to another, and she's like, "Yeah, but I like this one's flavor more."
All right.
And she doesn't only get hot spices; she does get some normal people spices as well.
Okay.
Well, these are normal people spices for Bird Buddy, so Bird Buddy doesn't know any better.
Yeah. But
So,
let's get back.
Go ahead. I just think it would be funny. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, you guys can handle that because I do want to get to the conversation with Lancer at some point, and we still have to deal with Jada. But 6. As you return to East Stock's home for Wayward Wards, you immediately pick up on the familiar voice of the matron of the home, calling out for a name. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
And just for the sake of brevity, I got the sand first. So I'm just I'm just hauling like this, like I don't know, maybe like 80-pound sack of sand. Me get to my dice roller here. +4. 18 total.
18 total. Very clearly, you you hear her calling out for the name Tharis. And she looks a little worried.
John.
You're not here. Hush.
Oh, go ahead and knock. I've got the sack of sand like slung over his shoulder. I'll give kind of a quick knock here.
Coming. 1 second. And you hear the footsteps. And as she kind of swings open the door, her hair is a little frayed. She looks a little winded. A little bit of sweat. Looks like she's been up and down the grounds a couple times. Hi again.
Saris was
The tiefling.
was it the tiefling boy?
Out of character. Yeah, out of character. It was the light gray tiefling boy.
Didn't I meet them the last time I was here?
Yeah, he did pass by you briefly, but you wouldn't know that's his name.
Gotcha. Is everything okay?
Yeah, for the most part, but there is one of our youngest tiefling. I think he slipped outside somewhere after lunch. I don't know
Okay.
where he went.
All right. What does he look like?
He's got light gray skin, piercing ice blue eyes, jet black hair. He kind of raises her hands up about waist high, maybe a little taller. I know he frequents the beach, but I've got to look after the other kids.
It's the little tiefling boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna kind of shrug off the sand and just set it on the porch. I'll go look for him. You just relax. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look for him.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
Actively in the No Mike of our D&D server, we are threatening the DM.
That is a 15.
15. It takes a little bit of time. You go across the street, make your way north along the beach, aren't able to find them, make your way south along the beach, until you start getting closer to the fisheries. And you hear the distant tolling of a bell, cranes hoisting now dead fish out of the smaller boats, and mixed amongst all those noises, actually coming from just beneath you under the docks. You hear cursing in a language you hear a language being muttered a little frustratingly, in what sounds like a knife being carved into wood.
Is it just the one voice or multiple?
It's just one child's voice.
All right, so I'll kind of like sit at the edge of the dock and then let myself down. Saris?
Okay. Yeah. And you see, tucked close to where the dock actually meets the beach, in some shadow, you can see Saris is carving some kind of a mask.
What you working on, buddy?
The other day, Elder and I, one of my friends, we ran into someone she admired, and we heard that they were heading to the West Gate. But by the by the time we got there, we came across a couple members of the Teeming Legion, and they kind of shoved us away. But we saw these weird fighters that look really strong.
Oh no.
I don't know. And you can see sitting next to him is a folded piece of parchment, and a very rough beginning of what looks to be a wyvern mask made out of a dried chunk of the dock. It's very crude.
That's pretty cool. Can I come over and sit with you?
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure. $17.
17. Kind of looks you up and down. And, okay, I mean, you can. And he kind of shifts over, grabs the parchment, kind of holds it, and now it's kind of. He's put a. It is a sharpened bladed knife. He kind of puts that just into the dirt. Just kind of looking at the mask. The piece of parchment is kind of curled around the edge of it.
Let's take a look here. See if I can. I just want to see. It's pretty cool, man.
He hands it over. They just seem so strong, and
So,
I want to be able to stand up for myself.
So, which mask is he trying to make? Does it look like?
It's just while most of the masks looked relatively the same, there was a couple distinct differences. It looks like he was trying to carve the Amatheron's mask.
Oh no.
Ah, yeah. I met him. He's a smart guy.
Yeah. I saw him using it really strong magic, and I wanted to learn more, but then I want to learn more now, but he's fidgeting with the paper, the piece of parchment. I don't know if I can get it here.
No, I hand the mask back to him. You know, I used to live in a house, just like the one you live in, long time ago. It was pretty amazing, the family I had there. I know it's not ideal. It's not perfect. Any good home, it's not going to be. But don't take it for granted. One day you'll go off on your own adventures and live your own life. And you'll miss him. You'll think about him every day.
He kind of tucks his knees up to his chest, and let me give him a check.
Start crying. It's gonna happen.
He kind of sighs for a moment, looks at the paper, and looks to you, and he actually starts handing the paper over. And as you reach for it, he asks, "Did your brother leave you there too?"
Oh.
No, I lost my mom and my dad in this big war. And a family friend took me in. Took a lot of us in, took care of us. was a good man. And I'll, just calmly take the paper and just take a look at it while I'm sort of like reminiscing.
It's a fairly short one, but just by reading it, you can tell it is what the contents are genuine. And it says, to my little brother Tharis, he must be 6 going on 7 now. When I dropped you off at the orphanage when you were an infant, I know it was best for you. I knew it was best for you. Given the rumors around Rembark's rest, I couldn't risk you or me being associated with the area. I've gone north to investigate and look further, but I hope you're well, and I hope you're strong. And I hope one day you can understand why. And at the very bottom, it says, it's signed, Very Charistus.
Can you spell the name for me?
Yep.
Just here in Discord. Okay. Oh, don't even need that open.
And given...
One second, I'm doing notes.
Yep.
Sorry if the dogs are barking too loudly.
Okay.
Given the language, you can immediately tell that this very Charistus individual is probably early 20s, and would roughly put him at about the age of 15, and with straightforward enough, since you
not ready to raise a child.
Yeah, and very clearly they lost their parents at Rembark's Rest. At least that's what we can gather.
And I'll hand the letter back to him. And just kind of like a lean on my knees. You're angry, aren't you?
Not really angry, just confused. I was left with a letter, and that's the first time I've heard from him since matron Eleanor, she explained everything about a year ago, and I thought he was gone, and I just want to know why he hasn't come back.
Well, I may not know exactly what happened, but I can tell you this. A one big sister to a little brother. He loves you more than anything in this world. You know that, right?
Give me a persuasion at advantage.
I didn't want to cry.
19. First one's a 14, then a 19.
Okay. Yeah, you, as you kind of look at him, you can see the little bit of walls he's been building that you've built, you yourself has built plenty of. They just crumble a moment. He just wraps his arms around you and just
I'll just hug him too. Just kind of stroke his hair. I know. I promise you it wasn't easy for him either, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just hang in there, alright? If he's still not
Yeah.
there, he'll be back. Now, what do you say we we head back home? Matron is worried sick.
I kind of stashed this knife under the dock a couple of days ago. Can you not tell her I have it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see a knife.
And
Come on, kiddo.
before you two head out, he takes the mask and the knife, and you can see that just between he moves a couple of the rocks that kind of act as a foundation. And there's like a tiny little cave where he's a couple knickknacks stashed under the dock. And he puts the mask and knife in there.
This will be our little secret.
Okay.
Come on, buddy. And I'll walk him back to the orphanage.
Okay. You bring him back. Eleanor's immediately relieved, having been out about an hour. Thank you.
He's okay. He's got that letter from his brother. He just needed some time alone.
Yeah, I can understand. And you watch as Cyrus, not as energetically as last time, moves his way into the common area and sits down with a couple of the kids.
He's a good kid.
He's a tough one. He's a tough one.
Keep an eye on him, though. I think he's going to be an adventurer one day.
Well, maybe his brother, when the day comes, when his brother comes back, hopefully they'll take some time for him to reach maturity before considering that.
Yeah, let's hope so. And honestly, I'd prefer him not to have to go that route, but he's a tough little cookie, that's for sure. I just wanted to stop by and say hi to the kids, but I see you've got your hands full.
Appreciate you for your help. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have a good rest of your day.
And you as well. And Matron, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Stay safe. Oh, shoulder my sand and go walk and see if I can run into Liz and Bird Buddy.
And that you do after making your way to the Southern District. Why am I on the farm map? What the hell? Yeah, hold on. There we go. Oh,
You start crying.
not on the farm map. You come across Liz and Bird Buddy right about this intersection here, having come from a market of spices here, and like food and goods.
I'm sorry, I got someone in chat. Out of nowhere comes Chuckles. I cast pew pew, prepare to be God.
Get out of here, Chuckles the Clown, you're not welcome!
Honestly,
I see your face here again, I'm getting the barrel gun!
Honestly, our Cupid, Iris here, the one in the green cloak, does a spectacular Chuckles.
Do it, please, Iris.
Oh, well, we got a sec here.
How many... Okay. How many tickles does an octopus have? Tentacles!
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Oh man.
Don't let me be a squid napper.
I love that. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Pringle.
Okay.
Sorry, John.
We needed a giggle after all that moment.
Yeah, we did in sec.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right.
But yeah, Liz, Bird Buddy, and 6, you all meet up right about here outside the helm after your little side missions.
Sup?
Liz, as you approach, Liz is quietly murmuring. Like she's sort of leaned down a little bit so she doesn't have to shout. But she's like leaned down and like she's talking to Bird Buddy about spices.
Pretty much, yeah.
And
Spices, like they're comparing like recipes, so to speak. Like Bird Buddy is insistent on certain spices being together.
and I am carrying a hefty sack of sand.
Liz
Sup?
kind of looks at it like, "What's that for?"
For punching.
And Bird Buddy punches the bag.
Yeah, just like that. That was a good one. I felt that.
Liz gives it a weak punch. It's barely a tap.
Oh, Bird Buddy actually punches the bag.
Goth chicken cookbook.
Yeah, don't worry, Big Red. We'll work on your technique. So, what's all this?
I figured it would be nice to have some things to spice up our meals every now and then.
Honestly, yeah, that'd be really nice. Like, having a fire-cooked meal is nice and all, but it's so bland. So, yeah, I'm all for this.
As you say that, coming from this area here, you guys actually do see Ruby. Because I forgot Ruby was out shopping as well.
So I'm sitting here just like kind of looking at this one set of spices. What the fuck is a ghost pepper?
Bird Buddy does
don't
the
think you-
does the ghost thing that they did at the graveyard.
Liz,
Or not the graveyard, the
huff-
farm.
Liz kind of huffed a little laugh. I don't think you'll like that very much, 6.
Oh, please, come on, I can handle ghosts. But what's
Bird Buddy hands 6 the pepper. And does the chewing motion.
I'll try this on something first. But this other one, and like whatever accounts as like a container for this particular spice, it's just it's just reading the marking on it. What's a Carolina?
Get the fuck out.
Again, I don't think you'll like these.
Oh, look, I still want to give him a shot.
Okay, here. Later at the tavern, I'll let you nibble off of my plate.
Ruby walks up. Are those what I think they are? Oh, I've missed those spices so much.
No,
I will be
hand back the
willing to-
spices.
What?
I will
I'm just
be willing to share.
I'm just handing back the spices to Bird Buddy.
I would really appreciate that. Although, some of these look a little too hot even for me.
Pussy.
They don't
I
have
do in
quite
fact
what I
have one
want.
6.
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
It's all yours too. Anyway, what are we doing?
Don't act like you're not impressed.
I'm very impressed.
Girls,
Mm.
we're heading back to the tavern. I think Will wants to introduce us to his friend.
Yeah, Iris didn't seem so happy about that idea.
At the mention of friends, Bird Buddy starts to get huffy.
Will's got friends.
Apparently.
What's got your tail feathers in a twist?
Bird Buddy says in Will's voice, Octavia. And then says the swear words that Liz was saying earlier.
Dude,
Liz just kind of goes, "That's not the right context for those." Oh,
touchy much?
I kind of shift the sack of sand on my shoulder. Yeah, if we're gonna get going, let's go ahead and go. This is getting kind of heavy.
yes.
We head back to the tavern.
We head
Okay.
back to the tavern.
As you all head back to the tavern,
Pub crawl.
you, you by the time you get back, it's really starting to weigh on you. Just kind of unceremoniously set the stack down. Luckily, it's still tied off. But as you're all beginning to gather around a booth or table for enough to seat each of you, hold on. Let me give.
Liz does order a meal. She's feeling a little hungry.
Yeah.
Ooh, lunch.
As you.
well, dinner, lunch and dinner.
Okay, Goku. As you guys order your
Winner.
meals, whatever it may be, you guys begin to sit down and settle after a very arduous morning and emotional for some in terms of the early afternoon. Before you hear as the front door gets kicked open, and you just hear, "I'm back, bitches!"
Will, who is just sitting at the bar side, just waiting for her, just like, hey, Drata.
Will, and just immediately runs up and tackles. His plate kind of shifts across the table a little bit. Are these them? Well, I know you.
I
And
just
she
kind
kind
of
of points to the
lean on the table. Yeah, you're the one that was gonna shoot me.
I was considering it.
Anytime you're feeling froggy, jump.
Oh, fuck!
Let's not antagonize people, Six.
Oh, I'm not antagonizing anybody. It's just a challenge.
Oh,
I don't know. Don't seem all that intriguing.
Oh, Kitty's got claws. I like her.
ladies,
Speaking
Bird
of,
Buddy, this is my friend Drata. Drata, that's Liz, that's Bird Buddy, that's Ruby, that's Six.
Hi.
Wave.
Hi, everybody. I hope Will has been too much of a nuisance.
Muffin.
I hope Will has been too much of a nuisance.
Oh,
Not at all.
he's been an absolute pain in the ass.
Be nice.
I am being nice.
Well, that would certainly be something to see. He's always been kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like taking her index finger and pushing into his cheek.
I'm just gonna
Will
like
is just
kind of
watching, and
I'm just
you know
gonna,
when
like,
she poked him, he just sorry.
Oh, no, you're okay. You're okay. Go ahead. It's just like underneath whatever you're talking about to her. I was just gonna like lean over and quietly whisper to Ruby, like, she totally wants to fuck him.
To who?
And she's
Ruby.
yeah, Ruby. Six says that to Ruby in reference to Drata wanting to fuck Will.
I mean,
Do I hear them
Wait.
gossiping?
I can
Oh, yeah.
totally sense the tension. She's being kind of a Sari, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Promiscuous.
Slut, got it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm into it though. She's
Well,
cute.
Will is just sitting there, you know, his hand is resting on his fist, and, you know, when Drata poked him, like, there was no reaction. He's used to this.
Is Will standing?
No, he's sitting. He's sitting at the bar side.
Bird Buddy comes up next to him and starts poking him as well.
Up to your usual entrances again, Drata, huh?
Regular playboy.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Iris said something.
Yeah, what was that, Iris?
Up to your usual entrances again, aren't you, Drata?
Gotta liven the day up somehow. It's been raining all day.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I was
fair
the answer
enough.
too.
I'm sorry, what? Everyone's talking over each other.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so Six is actually talking underneath people, still kind of like gossiping to Ruby, and she was just like, "Oh, so Iris knows her too."
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
think it's a threesome.
Do I hear any of this?
Do you?
I would say I would need an active perception from you, considering
Yeah, that's why
the
I'm
news you
asking if I
got.
can do that.
Yeah.
Whether or not you can actually hear us, a Six looks
Mm-hmm.
ominously amused.
Ruby does too.
So I can active. I think I can actively hear you because I rolled a 16 on the die, and my perception is +5, so 21.
Yeah, that would be enough.
I'm not actively trying to listen in, but can I hear them anyway?
Yeah, passive perception 22. Yeah, of course.
23 in the 23 in perception, 22 in investigation.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Damn.
Liz just kind of shoots Ruby and Six a glare.
Just kind of like arms spread abroad. It's like, what?
Ruby just doesn't say anything and just her head tilts a little bit, like she's almost touching Six's shoulder, but she's not.
Liz gets up to go order food from the bar.
Will looks to Thorlo and asks for a tankard of mead for himself and whatever Drata wants.
Ah, finally, thank you.
If he doesn't fuck her, I
and-
will.
Oh, really?
Hold on. Fucking hot spot.
You're
Ruby should be
okay.
your type.
You're okay, honey. Take your time. And what do you mean? Well, she'd be my type. Look at her. She's submissive but breakable.
Do you view everybody as submissive and breakable?
Everybody's breakable.
Iris
Fair enough.
does manage to smile at Drada and it's like, well, I'm still glad you're doing all right, you little troublemaker.
I'm doing what I could. Oh, speaking of which, and she reaches under the green cloak and pulls out the same book that you were looking at earlier, Will.
Thank you.
Of
He
course.
said as he grabbed the book, puts it aside.
Oh, I hope hope it does help. I skimmed through it a little bit, but it didn't really jog much. I've never
It's
been
fine.
particularly skilled with magic, so.
It's fine, he said.
There's just a slight little grumble from Iris.
Tension.
No, yeah, Jod is too enthralled with being a menace to Will right now.
How is Iris looking right now watching these two interact?
She's just kind of standing at the side, just looks a little bit annoyed at Drada, but that's more out of history than what she's acting like right now.
Ooh.
I mean, I've been intrigued myself, even I don't know.
But like the tail is softly like the tip is swishing like a cat annoyance.
Do I notice this?
What's your passive? And Iris, are you being subtle about it?
This is completely unintentional
It's
for
14.
her. So.
What was that, Will?
14.
14. I would say, given how busy the bar is getting, probably not.
Okay.
So
Let her know
how
when Liz
did?
gets back with her.
Yeah, so you guys can come and go as you please in terms of like conversations. But
Liz
how
slides back into her seat.
how did your guys' jobs go? I mean, we'll kind of mention some.
Wasn't bad. We found
He
a
had to
dead
really-
cat. It wasn't bad. We found a dead cow and I lynched a guy.
Yeah, you did.
Dick. That's not how you should describe that.
Oh, what? Hanged him? Like, how do you say it politely?
You don't need to mention exactly what you did. We fought him, and then he was fine afterwards.
Oh, why not? She asked.
I think I'm in the wrong line of work.
I mean,
We
It's
also
up to you.
encountered a Pyreheart scarecrow.
is that what that was called?
Yep.
That thing's fucking creepy.
I don't know what the hell it's called, man, but it could take a hit.
Yeah, quite a few from
Well, Well, to be
Alright.
fair, so can you and Liz.
Yeah, but you punch me, it's still gonna leave a bruise. I punched this thing full force, it didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, your punch is really.
Yeah, really don't want to talk about that, alright? I already feel really
Yeah,
shitty
right,
about that.
Yeah, that's okay. I have a thing for you though, and she'll pull a box of chocolates
Oh,
out of her
got a
tits.
thing for me. I got a thing for you too. Oh, that's what you meant.
This is to make you feel better. I like chocolate. It makes me feel better, so I don't know if that's the same for you.
Bird Buddy starts singing that song the soloist was playing.
I don't know. What is it?
It's a chocolate. It's made of like a nut, I believe.
It's sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet.
You can eat this?
Yeah, it's food. Well, what's inside the box is food, but yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I knew that. And I'll open the box. I'll try one.
She got like one of those assortment boxes, so like some of them are like sweet, some of them are like dark chocolate and milk chocolates.
I'm nuts.
So, I don't really know how to explain this. Let's see. I'm gonna give myself a roll for this. Let's just give it. Huh. Fuck it. We'll just give it a raw charisma. If it's high, not a big fan. If it's low, we'll see. So, we see after she pops this piece of chocolate in her mouth, kind of chews it, and thinks about it for a minute. And you can actually like see the moment where there's almost a glint of childlike wonder. And she goes for another one.
I will warn, don't eat it too quickly.
And then another
You'll get a
one.
stomachache. Oh no.
Iris takes note of the fact that she likes the chocolate.
So does Will.
But yeah, no, she is indulging herself on chocolate.
There's 12, so
Not anymore.
she's got a dozen.
Will you, catch in the corner of your eyes, try to get about halfway through her first flag and slams it down and kind of leans in. Has she had chocolate before?
Well, I'm so happy.
He slips into Elvish and says, I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I noticed it.
Given what occurred this morning, let's just say that I assume her childhood was far from happy. Probably worse than mine.
That's certainly saying something.
Are they? Can I see that they're conversing in Elvish?
Yes.
It's rude to speak in other languages at the table.
I wanna look at Liz and just go, let's see. Maithe?
What?
Maithe? Means perhaps. In Sylvan. She's speaking a different language at the table.
Liz just kind of gives this like sigh.
Sorry. Well said. In common this time.
Second. Fucking. What is.
How much gold was this?
Hmm?
And she'll hold up a finger. How much gold was this?
Not that much.
Try not to eat with your mouth.
Probably about a gold. I can get you more if you'd like.
She's just kind of like looking between Ruby and Liz.
Try not to speak with your.
Yeah, no, like she's trying to keep the chocolate in, so she's kind of like doing that sort of like half-lipped grin while she's speaking, and there's just chocolate and gunk.
Oh my god.
Iris is actually going to go and get her a drink of water.
It's not
a cup of water.
It's not sexy, but it's almost endearing, and it's like just unbridled cuteness.
Please, Ruby. Common is not my first language. Do not insult me when I get my words wrong.
Ruby will take out a handkerchief and reach up, and she'll start gently wiping Six's mouth off.
Absolutely unfazed by it. But yeah, I'll definitely take that drink.
Drada will step away really quick and go over to you, Iris. How are you holding up? I know you will tend to study together.
It's been an interesting couple of days. I fully didn't expect to get conscripted into helping out you guys. But
Well, that's certainly an undertaking. Just look out for each other. He's a bit obsessive. I gather you could already figure that out.
it's something we're kind of sharing. But yeah, I wouldn't want you and Lancer to be coming after me if something happens to him.
You're too sweet of a person to warrant doing something like that, let alone us having to arrest you for something like that.
Well, if nothing else, you're probably gonna end up just biting me in anger.
I do bite quite a bit. It's not necessarily. God damn it! It's nothing. Like it's not like necessarily a kind of affection. You feel such a tough nut to crack. Kind of got to catch them off guard from time to time.
You bit him again today, didn't you?
I did.
That's 3 in 1 month.
I thought it was 4.
And I guess you got away with 1. Okay.
Okay. Well, and she'll kind of wave to the rest of you. I'm afraid I can't stay too long. And she sets down the flag, and it's now empty. I've got to finish up paperwork. But all of you, take care. And she looks to you, Liz. Ben Spinkier. And she shoots you a quick wink and leaves. You
Okay.
recognize the slang term for good night.
It's KR.
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 Sorry.
Yeah.
Bends,
Liz kind
bends
of
for KR.
bends the KR.
Yes, Jotted Nose Draconic.
Hooray.
So what you got over there, Big Red?
Your food.
What do I have? I just ordered whatever the bartender was serving for the night.
What did you order?
Do fries exist?
Chips do.
Chips, as in like
It's
Like
fries.
American chips.
Okay.
Crisps,
Okay.
as they would say.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a little bit thicker than what we're used to, but yeah.
okay,
So
Oregon chips.
almost French fries.
kettle chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, kettle
Yeah. So Liz has some meat that is, and would you say like chicken? Like she basically has spicy chicken, and there is even red dust on her chips.
So yeah, no, like Six makes her way around and just kind of invites herself to sit next to the dragon. And she's like,
Are you sure you want to try this?
she's kind of like lifts her hand, sort of like puts it in Liz's face to shush. She's like shopping on her plate, and just grabs like this chunk of chicken here that's like glistening with this bright red dust.
Oh no. Oh no.
You said this stuff is hot.
Liz,
Bird Buddy's gonna raise their own chicken leg, which is covered in the same thing.
I mean, if, like, look, if the bird's able to take it, I'm able to take it. It's gonna be nothing. And just tosses it in.
Conte.
Oh no. Can Ruby, while she's watching this happen, go get a cup of milk ready for Six?
So
Yeah.
she's sitting there kind of chewing, just kind of like savoring it for a little bit. Like, this isn't so. So. The fuck is that?
Mid
that
her
would have been
dying.
that would be the ghost pepper.
Fuck.
Mid Six dying, Ruby's gonna walk over with the cup of milk and like hold it out in front of Six.
Yeah, it's like baby grabby hands, and just chug the whole
I
thing.
think it helps.
Bird Buddy's gonna toast Liz.
Liz lifts up a chip.
And then they're just gonna chuck it. Or not chuck it, but inhale it.
Conte. I would say with
Everybody is
Bird Buddy.
immune.
Oh.
Birds are immune to capsaicin.
Oh shit.
Fair enough. No Conte.
Do you have any spice that is not that?
Of course. I bought some for us and some for everybody else.
I would just like the average Ad Valorian level. Please.
She hands it over.
I can handle some spice, but not that spice. And she'll dust hers before handing it back.
Liz leans over and goes, "Would you like to know what we call that in Draconic?"
Lava.
Oh.
Fire.
Will
Well,
is just
well, there-
sipping his mead while watching this. And he's just thinking to himself, Jonna's gonna regret leaving when she had. He's just thinking this. He's not saying it out loud.
Liz says, what I used to call it was Ixenmirik, fire song.
And reach over and just grab Liz's drink.
She got a big tankard of milk, by the way.
Liz just has water.
How long is it supposed to? Oh, it's coming back. Round 2. Let's go. And like she is just profusely sweating.
Try one of the chips.
What?
Iris is just gonna go and get a bowl of stew and not have it be seasoned. She's seeing the
Liz just goes, try one of these chips.
Insight check.
Go for it. Persuasion or deception there, Liz. Your choice.
Ruby's eating hers at her temperature of spice that she can handle.
That is an 18 on my end.
Oh, I fail. I fail heavily. That is a total of 7.
What if wait? What if Bird Buddy, help per se?
Oh wait, no, Bird Buddy save yours. I use my last luck of the day. Go ahead, Liz.
welcome to Avalorian.
20.
I was gonna say, do you want me to roll or do you want to take Liz's roll?
No, Velish gave me a luck, so I got to re-roll, and it's a 20.
So you can save yours, Bird Buddy.
Okay.
It's a 20, 19 on the die plus 1.
God damn.
Okay, so Six has never seen kettle chips before. So she isn't even really sure what this is. And she kind of gives Liz a suspicious look.
It's a potato.
It's a potato. Yeah.
It's a potato, and they cut it real thin, and it's called a chip. A little bit salted.
All right.
Here, and she passes her one that doesn't have dust on it yet. Try it without the dust.
Oh, wait. Fuck it. I'll toss them both in.
Oh, no.
I would say con save at advantage because you're doing the 2 different types of chips, so it might have a chance to mellow it out a little.
That's a 4 to 10. I don't think it matters.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Oh lordy.
We've
All
got.
right, go ahead, Liz.
We've got different spices in Stonegate.
Does 6 say that?
No, like that's me as the player.
Yeah. Liz just kind of laughs. That one was the one you were insulting, the Carolina.
Oh no.
You missed the last part of the word. And Liz pulls out the packet and lets Six really read it through the tears coming out of her eyes.
Reaper.
Yeah, Six doesn't hear that as she begins to get lightheaded with that coughing fit. Her face is now as red as the rest of her is.
Iris comes with another glass, but she actually uses a little precipitation to have a cooling effect for her. This might help.
Yeah, so sweating profusely. I'm gonna need to take another shower. Just mucus, tears. Yeah, Six will try to help clear out the mucus because Carolina Reapers will fucking kill you.
I hand over several handkerchiefs.
Do I need to make a con save for my food? Because I'm used to eating it?
You're used to it. You're good.
I fucking hate you.
Liz is eating this with a... I told you didn't want to do this.
Will is just taking note of it as he was watching this all unfold.
So you're watching Six absolutely die, and Liz is eating everything with a straight face.
You're gonna
Iris
get,
is
So is Bird
shaking her
Buddy.
head.
you're gonna get yours, lizard.
He then
Oh yeah?
is like, "Hey Liz, do you got any of those green peppers?"
I did not pick any of those up. They don't keep very well when we're traveling. All of these are dried.
Fair enough.
Iris is
So,
just eating her stew. Just like I'm so glad.
so yeah, Six will absolutely drain like that second cup of milk. She's already drained like half of Liz's.
And
Water and milk.
This one's a little magically enhanced to actually have a cooling down effect for her.
Please tell me it's not menthol.
No, it's
No.
like the dumbed down spice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like basically think like ice cream that's been melted.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Liz kind of.
It actually
Oh.
does kind of taste like ice cream, though.
I had a
Nice.
friend
Vanilla
who
ice
did
cream.
not believe me when I told her that I also liked spice. She made a mistake. She thought that she could cancel out the spice with some peppermint, I believe. Yeah.
You never do that. That just doesn't end well. And Ruby is now up after finishing her meal.
Hold on.
She's got like a cool rag wiping back Six's back a little bit. Oh no.
Bird Buddy is going to.
Oh shit.
Are there any towels on the bar that are like?
Just for wiping them down, yeah.
Okay, well, Bird Buddy's going to. Is there ice on the counter?
No. Any of the cooled drinks has been magically cooled, similarly
some.
to how Iris did it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bird Buddy's going to do that then to a towel, a wet towel, not one that's been used, but like one that's still folded up on the counter. They're going to kind of like summon a skeletal hand, and then that hand's going to carry it over to Six.
Yeah, at this point she's kind of like leaned back against the table because she's sat at the table like inverted, like back to the table face to face with Liz, but off to the side, right? And just kind of like, just pain, and it just,
Right.
it just like, with the way the capsaicin works, it comes in waves, right?
Yep.
So what's Bird Buddy like bringing to her?
A cold towel.
A cold towel. And just kind of like lift a hand and just swipe it off, like just downward swipe, like that lazy sort of grab,
Mm-hmm.
and just lays it over her face like a corpse.
As Will was watching this, there was just a very slight upturn of the corner of his lip, just like the scarred side of it. But it was hidden as he was drinking another swig of his mead.
Carolina Reaper. The Iceland of tongues.
And just from under the towel, you just hear muffled, "You did this."
Are you blaming me or Liz?
You don't know.
Oh, good.
Liz
She's-
Liz has finished her food. She has a little bit of the capsaicin on her hands, so she does wash her hands first. And Liz just goes, make sure to wash your hands before you touch any sensitive areas. It will hurt.
Thanks for the tip. When does your nose stop running?
I don't know.
After a bit, it takes a minute. A shower
I've
will
always loved
definitely benefit.
Liz just goes, I've always loved the spice.
Can someone that didn't touch one of these devil potatoes wipe my eyes?
Ruby will do that for her.
Devil potato.
Devil potato.
Someone put that in D&D
Drop it
quotes.
like it's hot. I'm trying so hard to stay in character.
Yeah, no, you give me an excuse, I will knock you out of character purely for the fun of it.
You're welcome.
Liz just kind of just kind of laughs and asks Six, if you'd like, I'll give you one good hit in.
I already got
I
one.
won't dodge.
Wide open.
Okay.
Oh.
But yes.
Can you? Ruby will stop dabbing her eyes. Can you see a little better now?
Yeah, the underside of this towel looks fantastic.
How is the barkeeper reacting to all of this?
1 second. I'm
Adventurers.
documenting the quote.
Fucking adventurers.
I'm going back and clipping devil potatoes, by the way. I didn't get a chance to grab it.
By all means.
Yeah.
Fucking devil potatoes.
This right here is prime clipping territory. Hit it.
Well, while my hotspot resets again, he's familiar with some of the more foreign spices, so he's definitely amused. He's not probably roaring with laughter. He's probably surprised one or two of his, tougher clientele with a similar challenge, for lack of a better term.
So he's just amused watching all
Oh
of
yeah,
this.
yeah. You guys are making his night.
Oh, that's funny, May. It's a Carolina Reaper, named after a certain promiscuous hot goblin.
Nice.
Talk about spice, man.
Right.
Sorry, I saw a chance for that joke and I took it.
Absolutely, I love it. But
All right.
yeah, over the next 45 minutes, Six will take time to recover from eating actual fire.
Liz asks to speak to Iris. Kind of motions either out the door or upstairs.
She'll follow wherever you decide to go.
We'll go outside.
All right.
Ruby will baby Six as she's needed. Ugh.
Here, I got these for you. And Liz hands her they're not in a nice bag this time, but it's the vials for alchemy kits.
Oh, she's just kind of speechless for a moment and looks up at her and actually kind of smiles. Thank you. To be honest, I thought I kind of overstepped my boundaries and you didn't like me anymore.
Well, in the moment, I was not appreciative of your efforts. You were just trying to help.
I'm also learning what I can do to help. And I'm sorry for, again, I know I shouldn't keep apologizing, but thank you.
When it comes to helping me, trying to force my emotions into something else is not going to make me very happy. But I still should not have lashed out as badly as I did.
I just wanted to help you contain your beast. But that's your fight.
Yeah.
And before her eyes, she shifts up and uses her shift to show. My mother taught me you must always control your beast. It can be in many different ways, but it's a little harder for some people. I know I'm still fighting with it. And then she shifts back down. There's no. Uh, if you ever need help, just ask. But these will help. Once I have supplies, then maybe I can start making potions. Thank you very much.
And I wish I could have found the ingredients to help you make potions. Somebody I knew was very good at it.
So is my father, and he was starting to teach me before everything happened. And if I can help that way, then maybe a little bit of him passes on to me. So thank you again.
You can thank Six too. She's the one who told me.
She kind of just smiles, and she actually pulls down her hood so she's not hiding behind it. And she had her hood up for most of the day, and she just popped it back down.
She pulls it back and not like
Not all the way off.
Yeah. She just pulls her hood down. Yeah, and she just is still looking up because big lady. She, you both are a lot nicer than you appear to be. That's good.
Liz just kind of puffs a little laugh. One of the things you might have noticed is she does laugh at things. She just never laughs very loud. It's always just a kind of a huff or puff of air. But she's not a stone. She finds humor in things.
Mm-hmm.
She's just not as vocal about it as some people could be.
Mm-hmm. She could see that it did actually make an effect, and she could, that slight smile grows up into actual big grin. It's like, are you gonna start torturing Six with that hot food more?
No. I told her she didn't want to eat it. She didn't believe me.
Oh, I believe you.
I will be eating it in my food pretty regularly, so if you see me set aside of pots when I'm making, do not eat from it.
So from inside, you just hear a muffled, I hate your face.
It's all right, Six. It will fade it with time.
God.
Oh, you poor thing. You tested the gods and found out.
Yeah, she is going a full 12 rounds with this Carolina Reaper.
It's now a thing, isn't it?
I was making a joke. It wasn't supposed to be a thing.
It's too late.
Oh, it's a thing now.
The lesser known pepper from a small oasis in the western deserts of Advalor along the beach is known for growing a specific type of pepper. No.
I actually have a map for that beach, by the way. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But do we have any other role play before we skip to the next morning?
Will, yeah. Will, after he finishes his meat and pays his tab, he gets up and says, well, I'm gonna go take that bath now. And he grabs the book, puts it in his bag, heads upstairs.
Ooh, was Will gonna go read in the bath? Sorry, I'm shutting up now.
What's he reading? That's the true question.
Tusk
I
Glove.
didn't ask.
Bird Buddy's gonna find out.
Oh!
Can I roll for Sil?
Sure, roll for stuff.
Will ends up heading to the bathtub, and he starts. He removes his clothes, and checks his stomach to see how bruised it is. Still,
Like it's pretty bruised. No busted ribs, but it's definitely gonna be there for a couple days. It might sting a little in the morning too, but you held your own fairly well.
barely.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, I think that passes Will's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dun, dun,
Continue, Will.
dun, 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 dun.
Well, if Bird Buddy had followed him inside, they would have noticed that he had a scar on his right shoulder as though someone had cut him. And he has this weird kind of ovular scar, like out of character. It's a bullet scar, but I don't know if Bird Buddy knew about guns, but yeah. And he just gets into the water and relaxes.
Question: does Will get completely undressed?
Yeah, he's
Bird
taking a
Buddy's
bath.
in there. Bird Buddy's in there.
Bird Buddy, why?
You don't, I rolled a nat
You-
20.
yeah, you don't know. She nat 20 to they nat 20 to stealth check, so you don't know if
sorry.
everybody's in there.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought that they were in front of him suddenly.
Oh no,
No,
no.
Oh, so they're behind him?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the most part, you're just completely unaware that they're there.
Okay.
So does Will get fully undressed for this bath? I assume so. It's a bath.
I did
that's
say
what he
yes.
Okay, so roll 2d6s.
For what?
Just
Will Ark already rolled it. Go ahead and just. Do you remember? What
I
the
got
number
an
was?
8.
all right. That's respectable.
8 out of D12, yeah.
I figured a D12 would be more fine than 2D6s.
He's doing okay for himself.
Yeah.
Bill?
For those out there in chat, yes, we roll for dick size.
Because it's fun.
Yep.
Only reason
Still
I'm sad I'm
remember
not a
the
male character this game.
Still remember the wedding one shot with the
Yeah,
Oh,
where it
yeah.
had to be.
Rather
that one.
large.
Where Faveri's character got, what was it, a 17 out of a
19,
D20?
I think it was a
19.
19 out of each 20. So like
Okay,
Zach was packing probably a solid 11.
yeah. Nice.
Pickles.
So yeah, Will's just in the water, just trying to process all the shit that had happened these past 3 days.
Is he reading that book at all?
No, he's just thinking to himself.
Okay. Bird Buddy's kids just sit there in the corner, sketching.
Okay.
Do I hear it?
No.
Quietly.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
not with that nat 20.
Okay.
But yeah, if we don't have anything else,
I did.
we can get.
I did.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, what's up?
I want to go up to Liz's room once everybody's like gone to their room for the night, and I want to knock on her door.
Liz will open the door. She is dressed. She was actually before Liz was attempting to. Would Liz know how to do the thing to write back?
You would need special Ink.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Liz is gonna write the normal text at the moment.
Okay.
So she's
you
just
can
in the middle
fill
of
me in.
writing a letter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can fill me in on that later.
And she'll open the door.
Hi, I wanted to again reach down in the boobs, and she'll pull out another chocolate box. And she'll hold it out to Liz.
It has been some time since I received chocolates.
It's an apology for barging into your tent. You seemed quite upset about it.
I have to remember that I need to tell people what I don't want them to do.
Well, there you are. And
Sorry,
I know ahead
had a
of time.
coughing fit of my own.
If you peer into Liz's room, you can see on the desk behind, like on the desk in the room, there is a letter and quill.
She'd glance, so yeah, she'd pick that up. Otherwise, she's not trying to stare.
Do you know if they make bigger feathers?
Bigger feathers? Oh, like quills?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, quills. You could try getting one from the axe beaks and have somebody use that, maybe.
I will have to talk to Bird Buddy.
Another thing is you could take a stick, burn the end of it, and use the
Yes,
ash of
but
that.
the smudge is so bad.
True. You could attach a nib to the end of a stick.
Perhaps. So, is it just the chocolate ruby?
How did you say that?
How many times must we go over?
I'm
Common
sorry.
is
It's
not
just
my first language.
It's so cute, honestly.
Liz kind of just like stops and gives her like this stare of and looks down at herself and then back up.
I said what I said.
I can, when it comes to the b noise, it usually only is in the beginning of a word in Draconic. It's harder to say it after vowels.
Fair enough. I mean, there's some things I struggle to say in Sylvan, so.
Sometimes common escapes me.
Try holding a full conversation with a Fae. It is so difficult, especially when they go really fast. Whew.
I remember when I was 12 and still learning. Oh man. Oh boy.
And well,
I was starting my squireship. Sorry.
No, you're alright. Yeah. Squireship?
Yeah.
Huh. You were planning on becoming a knight? Or something?
Planning is a strong word for it.
Oh. Guessing it didn't go well?
We are both from Advalor, and where are we?
Trustfell.
How well do you think it went?
Not very well if you're all the way up here.
A story for another time.
It would seem. Alright, well, I'm done getting underneath your scales. I'll see you later.
I cannot. I was so close to not breaking. So close.
So.
Did I get you or did John get you?
John.
Ruby heads back towards her room. Angel was trying to talk though. Angel.
Yes.
Yep.
So a couple hours later, as everyone is sort of like in their beds, just about to drift off to sleep, it is here very quietly, muffled from down the hallway. Come on, ice cream!
So
It hurts all the way out too, huh?
And that's when we'll fade to black for the night as everybody goes to bed.
I just imagine Will, he's currently like looking at his notes, and then he hears that and he's like, 4-6.
Yeah.
Proceeds
We'll
to go
go
back to his notes.
Well, go ahead and give me a perception check, real quick before you go
Porcelain
to
throne of hell.
bed.
Okay.
Your eyes got.
Plus, is that perception?
Yep.
Perception, that is a 22.
22. Yeah. Aside from hearing 6, nothing particularly catches your eye.
Bathing in the fires of Levistius.
Yeah. Some of the tavern help comes in and tidies up the area, but keeps to themselves. But the following morning, if you guys don't have anything particular morning stuff, we can hightail it past breakfast.
Liz does her prayers. I'm gonna say that. She does do her prayers.
Will
Okay.
was just looking at the page that he had filled out in terms of like comparing runes from like what he read on the book and what he'd written down years ago, and feeling satisfied with the progress. I mean, it may not have been much, but it was still progress. He ends up heading downstairs on a high for once, even with that embarrassing debacle with Bird Buddy just like being ignored in comparison to that.
Can I go to 6's door and knock gently?
You'll see Iris is going to head that way too.
Oh.
Good morning.
Morning. We're both checking on her then?
Done.
Mm-hmm.
Number 12.
Number 12. Okay.
Yes. Me and her had a plan, but I think she kind of had a rough night.
Yeah.
There's no answer to the knock.
How mad would she be if I opened the door and peeked in? What do you think?
For once, you see her like smile and just like, well, no, unless you do it.
Oh, you're trying to get me punched. Oh, good. Ruby's gonna stealthily crack the door open.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna use my my one thing.
Okay.
Push my fate a little here, if you will. Okay, let me pull. What's this do again?
Gives you advantage, if I'm not mistaken. Or
I'm pulling it up.
yeah.
Yep. Where's the other dice? I have the Hobbit going on in my ears right now, so like. Okay, this is whimsical.
Could I say something?
Go ahead.
As she starts to creak open, Iris just smiles, puts her hand on Ruby's hand as well, and twins invisibility.
Ooh.
Look at you using
Okay.
your powers. Yes. So that is a 19.
Okay, yeah. 19 with the invisibility, that's plenty. 6, what do they say?
The bed is made, the furniture is tucked in nice and neat, but 6 is not in the room.
Where did she go?
Do you think she's downstairs?
One second.
I don't know.
1 second, folks.
Oh,
Don't die on me, John.
Hold on.
Iris is gonna be like looking to Ruby and it's like, I practiced a little bit last night before I went to bed.
Getting so good at it. This is really interesting. I can see through my hands.
It is weird, but I figured if I could do the one spell twice at the same time, I figured that this one would work.
I'll, while we're
Okay.
talking, just gonna.
Give
Yeah.
me
Oh no.
give me an investigation check, you two.
Investigation.
Investigation. Ooh, okay.
+2.
Investigation. 16?
That's a 9. 9.
9.
So as the two of you kind of like meander around the room, you could tell that it was made. The bed was made, but not normally how. What is it? The innkeepers make up the beds while you guys are gone. As you kind of look near the balcony, you can see down at the very base of the fencing of the balcony, you can see some of the rope. Some rope has been tied down. It's taut, and you can hear sticks grunting from just below. And as you guys move over really quick to look down, she's in the middle of a workout with the burlap sack of sand tied to the balcony. So you gather she tied it off, threw it over, then went downstairs and started working out in the back alley.
I'll kind of lean over to Iris. Would you mind dropping the,
Oh, yes, and drops it.
Ruby then will lean over the balcony. Hi, Six! How you feeling?
And she is just sweating. She doesn't have her jacket or her tank top on, just the binder, pants, boots. And she's just throwing fucking haymakers, jabs. Like she's hammering on this sack of sand.
Wow, you're really going at it.
And like it's honestly like in your vision, her hands are just a blur. Like it's almost amazing to see just how many hits she delivers to this bag in such a short amount of time.
Wow.
Hey, Iris, do you trust me?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab her hand and jump off the balcony, pulling her with me, and cast Feather Fall. We're Feather Fall off the balcony.
6 wisdom save, please.
Oh no.
At advantage this time.
Wait, I get to reset everything.
19 plus 4.
Yay.
Nice. Okay.
Hard focus.
Oh yeah. You're hard focused into just hammering into the burlap sack. While you do hear conversation, like some faint conversation of Iris and Ruby. You don't pay too much attention to it. You just focus on your training, on when. Oh God! And you just, as you keep hammering, you almost lose yourself into the motions, and you remember back to a similar time, but much longer ago. The smell of the nearby sea, the morning sun already beaming down, and you remember the faintest bit of a memory of Riker, Shax, and Dizzy, and this was long before you met Tyson. It wasn't in Stonegate. And you just remember, hey, I just remember Shax and Riker getting excited. Hey, the tournament's about to start. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check to see if you can pinpoint where in the timeline that memory's from.
Natural 21.
Nice.
Nice.
There we go.
Very simply, as you hear Iris and Ruby gently drift down next to you, you remember back to about late spring, early summer of 847 AE. You remember that memory's just from when you guys snuck into the Coliseum in Valmore, where there was a martial arts tournament being held called the Clash of Cultures. As the memory fades, you see Iris and Ruby next to you. The happy one.
She'll just kind of get a little bit of a smile there, and she'll go and grab that towel that she had draped on her face the day before, and kind of wipe away some sweat. Like, Ruby, thirst trap. Like, just glistening
Ruby,
muscles.
Are you being serious?
Iris,
Yeah.
composure check.
Composure check, both of you.
That's a.
She's just wow.
Add anything to that?
Nope, straight D20.
15.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Damn, but maybe it's just you're working off the morning grogginess. It doesn't quite hit, but she looks good.
Morning.
Morning.
Did I wake
Good
you up?
morning. Yeah, no, but that
No.
was impressive.
Thanks. Sorry, I'm getting ready for this tournament.
Yeah, you're all right. Would you like some water?
Yeah, sure, I'll take some.
Water skin out of the boobs. Straight to her. I love this.
Again, that still fascinates the hell out of Iris. Just
So yeah, she'll pop the lid and take a deep swig and cap it shut.
If she hands it back, it goes back in the same place.
You'll get it back eventually.
Okay.
Her workout's not done yet.
Yeah.
Can I do something for you?
I had a question, and then Iris was also walking to your door. We were both apparently looking for you.
What's up?
Do you want to go first, Iris? I can wait.
And like Six is
Well-
kind of like fumbling with like the wrappings around her fists and like just making sure they're tight, secure.
I was wondering if you wanted to fulfill that promise we made and
Go find that bakery.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Let me finish up my workout.
Of course.
I gotta go into town anyway, so it works out.
And then my question was, you seem kind of dexterous a bit.
I was afraid nobody noticed.
We
Mine-
noticed.
Very. Mine needs a little work. Would you mind helping me?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Fantastic.
You figure something out for us and check with me again later today.
All right, I can do that. I'll let you guys enjoy the bakery alone. I have some breakfast I want to get to.
Alrighty, I'll be in a little bit.
All right. And Ruby will head back in through the normal door.
Alrighty. Vale, you've been getting into this routine of going, just meditating with this book, trying to glean anything that you could from it. As you sit here this morning, you see the pages begin to turn. You focus on Iris and the kind of odd behavior she had when Drada was over yesterday. You're going to think and meditate on Iris. And you watch as the pages stop. And at first, what appears to be a small young girl begins to shift into a darkened, what looks to be like a darkened tunnel. And shifts again to Iris in modern day. And shifts again to a smooth-skinned, void black eyes, to the point like the blood almost solidifies to scabbing to imitate the eyes. This weird metallic contraption covering what would be the nose and face. And then it shifts again into a single word. Experiment.
Oh, no. Mhm.
Fail. Going to be quiet on this one. Takes it, puts the looks at the quill again, kind of like thumbing it. Nods. It, like, if anybody's even not caring if anybody's really there at the moment, but and closes the book, stuffs it away, and sighs a little bit, and says sad. From their window, they'll watch the other two, them all like do what they do. Because it was raining last night, they didn't get back out like they normally do. But they're just kind of like collecting all their thoughts and.
I am so done with today. What does Vale say?
Vale says sad as they close the book. And then they kind of just go to the window and watch everybody go about their business.
Okay.
Just kind of stares. Mind empty. For a while.
All right. Do you? Anyone else has anything, or do you want to start heading over to the barracks?
Well,
Honestly, sorry.
I'm gonna take Iris to go and get some fresh bread,
Okay.
like promised. It'll be after breakfast, and it'll be like breakfast will be primarily protein, grilled chicken, and we don't have to necessarily role play it for the sake of time constraints. But Six will talk to Liz, presumably after her morning prayer, if she decides to do them. Question mark.
She did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She said that she did.
Okay. And see if there's any sort of like spices that aren't gonna set me on fire for the rest of the day.
Go ahead and give me a quick investigation check, you two, then.
Baby steps.
Me as well.
You keep giving me these investigation checks.
It would be 6
For the
and
bakery.
Iris.
To find the bakery.
Oh,
For the bakery and less spicy spices.
17.
Okay.
And it was more. I was
That's
more asking about those spices from Liz. Because
okay.
that's breakfast time, and basically, it's grilled chicken, spiced with
okay. I
like
misheard.
seasoned, not spiced, seasoned with that.
Spiked with spice.
Yeah,
That's a 16 for me.
Yeah, with those checks, it doesn't take long. A quick little detour.
So just a quick reminder, you what was it that we were looking for at the bakery? Was it just fresh bread?
Fresh bread.
Fresh bread.
Like,
Okay.
Yep. And a quick little detour as all of you are heading out. The two of you can actually smell freshly baked bread.
Iris actually gets a little misty-eyed at the first scent.
I haven't smelled that in years.
Yeah.
Don't try to make me cry. Stop.
And don't worry. Just peeking on the very edge of the main street in what looks to be a small alley, is a bakery that Iris would remember getting some snacks from the stall that's just nearby. The bakery is called Wallflower. Flour is spelled Flour. And you're able to get some freshly baked bread. They have croissants, essentially, bagels, what would be English muffins.
Hey, what's up, Oni? Welcome back. So yeah, I'm gonna pay for a loaf of fresh bread. Like it's still warm.
The puppy dog eyes.
And some
Would be
some sweet butter.
total would be a silver.
Easy. Yeah, I got plenty of that. Yeah,
Iris will take out her knife when she. Sorry, go ahead.
1 silver is okay. So how many silver is 1 gold piece again? It's 100, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think it's.
Yeah.
It's 10. Isn't it 10, 10, 10?
Yeah, it's
No,
10, 10, 10.
It's 100, 100, and then we don't really bother with Electrum, and then it's 10 gold for 1 platinum.
So it's 100 silver to $1?
Yeah, I think so. It's
For
100,
gold?
100 copper to a silver, 100 silver to a gold, and then 10 gold to a platinum.
Oh, then I have. Well, I thought
I'm
it
gonna
was 10.
change that.
No, yeah. No, actually, it's each silver piece is 10 copper, and a gold piece is worth 10 silvers.
Okay, that's
Straight from.
this has been
I
changed
was-
so many times.
Yeah.
I was about to add an extra 9 to my silver pieces after you said that.
Okay, so let me go ahead and take care of that. Put 9 silver there, cause change, and yeah. So I don't know if you've ever like done it this way, but this is how we do it in Stonegate. But she'll be like cutting up pieces of bread and like still warm and what have you, and she'll put some butter on it and offer it. It's like that's like the lightly sweet butter that you get from like Denny's.
God, yeah.
She takes it, looks at it for a second, then takes a bite, and the tears that were there, kind of forming in her eyes, just kind of start going down her cheeks. Is that familiar taste?
Yeah, good, right? And she'll start making herself, her own little slice here. Just sitting there enjoying that soft, crispy outside, a sweet buttered morning bread.
Yeah, Iris is just kind of having a moment, just.
Mm-hmm. It's a shared moment, definitely. I haven't had bread in 7 years, okay?
Like a hamster and a little carrot stick.
But yeah, they'll
Iris
just
Iris
have.
is savoring every bite.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just gonna have like a sweet little bread date. Like this little brunch of buttered bread. Fresh baked buttered bread.
Butter me up, mommy.
Let's see what's happening. Okay. So as the two of you are having this, quick little big sister, little sister breakfast bread and butter date, you all as a troop start making your following Will's lead to the barracks.
Instead of looking as skittish as he typically did around them, he looked more calm and almost stoic as he was making his way there.
Okay.
This was Private Will.
Oh yeah. And as you all approach, the guards who are standing at attention look to you. Is this them?
Yes.
Ah, shit, am I being arrested again?
No, I don't think so.
For meeting my lieutenant, remember? She has something important to say. To all of us.
I mean, I'm sure you understand. Me, cops, it's a thing.
No, I get it.
I'll vouch for you.
So will I.
All right. Model citizen, model citizen, model citizen. Don't kill anyone this time.
So,
Ruby,
sorry.
will
I'm
gently
sorry, don't
pat
what?
her back.
I'm sorry, don't what?
Don't
kill anyone.
Don't kill anyone this time.
No, this is the guard.
Yeah. She's just kind of like mumbling to herself, just.
Oh. Like,
Yeah.
one of them catches this little mumbling and looks to you, Will, and just gives you the almost the clearest look of pity. I feel so sorry for you.
Will just
This sort
he
of
just gave him a
stretches.
Will just gives him a deadpan expression because no shit, Sherlock.
Liz stretches and like kind of moves her wing to block everyone's view of Styx for a moment. Like,
And
stop looking.
Yeah.
He leads them to Octavia's office.
Okay.
The first thing Bird Buddy does in that office is flip Octavia off.
My God, Bird.
Will says in Elvish, they're still mad about yesterday.
Hold on, wait.
Everybody
Okay.
does not like a lancer.
I think
So
it might be a greeting, for their people. But I mean, we really don't know, do we? Yeah, I'll flip off Octavia too. Just, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to respect Bird Buddy's culture.
Ruby just reaches over. I don't know.
as you Or in the middle of a conversation, you're trying to talk with Six, like, maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. You don't. It's up until then that you realize that you're already in Octavia's office, and Six and Bird Buddy are just giving her the finger. Goddamn. She kind of.
Skull, help me.
It's how other people say hello. I'm just trying to be inclusive.
Give me a persuasion or deception at disadvantage. There's Six.
Iris is just shaking. Iris is just shaking her head and just shrugs. Just
Well, I already said what Will had said.
So disadvantage?
Yes.
11.
Okay. He kind of looks over the group, and as you all enter, it's much sunnier out. The sunrise is well past well past the height of the window, casting the morning sun into the room, which gives her an odd, slightly ominous, in a way, air, with most of her face being in shadow. And across, from all the backlighting, across the top of her desk, it's the usual jumbled papers that you would recognize, Will. But there is a scroll that has clearly been opened. It looks to be some kind of a field report that she had tied off. Well, you, a couple of you don't seem to have gotten a good night's sleep.
Will just flips into what you said. They're so upset about yesterday.
I'm not upset. Why would I be upset? I'm just saying hi.
He said it in Elvish. He said it in Elvish.
Fair enough.
She nods briefly.
And he says, still in Elvish, the goddess that I mentioned that I assumed was their patron is actually a friend of theirs and seemingly a close friend, hence the offense.
Well, and she kind of looks, she looks to you, Bird Buddy. I didn't mean to offend. I personally don't believe in that sort of thing, but I do apologize. I understand some of the people of Perchavan can be very intense and vigorous in their appreciation for their matrons. And she nods her head to you.
Everybody just kind of turns their beak up.
Oh my god.
So what was it that you wanted to talk about that was important?
Well, I had a discussion with the head of the helm, Rucker, Flaskwester, and he had some interesting information to share. But this just came in yesterday, and she takes the scroll and moves it to the far end of the desk, closer to you guys. Rucker, the job that our large friend here, Liz,
right.
was, hold on, he was hired for. The man that delivered it was a Braden Summer. He's a runner for the chapter of Steel between Oria Kester and Trustfell, and the fact that he might not, we're unsure if he might have been the planned recipient of the glimmer that you all acquired. But
That drug.
he is on his way back west to Oriakester. He left out a couple days before you all showed up. And we want to make sure that our trade routes and trade agreements are being well respected, especially with the Topaz Magistrate due to arrive in Oriakester in the coming days. But there was, and she takes a moment and picks up the scroll and looks to you, Iris. There was this. And she hands it off to you.
She takes it slowly and looks at it.
It's a formal field report from the Teeming Legion, which is mostly militia. There is still a somewhat standing army, but much smaller than Trustfell's. It's a field report regarding scouts that a scouting party that had returned from Rumbark's Rest, noting that the village has just recently been overcome by goblins. Strange noises could be heard from a nearby cavern, and when a portion of the scouting party went to investigate, they were slaughtered, and the survivors barely made it out alive.
Oh no.
I understand that this might be difficult for you, Iris. But maybe with your friends here, Thoraic at your side, maybe you can start finding answers as well. And that's where we're going to end the session.
At some point during that conversation, can I let them know, like, hey, y'all probably shouldn't be sending anyone down in the hole?
We can handle that next session.
Which will be next week.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. 2 weeks of D&D in a row. Hot diggity damn, dude.
Woohoo!
All right.
Hell yeah.
Next Tuesday, we're gonna kick some ass.
So, just a quick thing, John. When we walk into the office, is it like, one of those, like, higher-end offices that has, like, meeting couches for Octavia to meet with people and actually converse with them?
It probably had a love seat and maybe an armchair, but nothing like massive, like it's a whole
Right.
military assembly.
Well, I'm definitely going to occupy the love seat and prop my feet up on the table.
I figured as much.
I love you, 6. Never changed.
But yeah,
She won't.
I won't.
Good.
But yeah, good session, you guys. We'll be having one next week
That
due to the holidays coming up.
That was so much fucking fun.
It was.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
So much clippable material. All right, guys. So
Clip that shit.
Yep, definitely clip that. Be sure to watch back at the VOD if you find any sort of segments or clips that you want to make. You can absolutely clip from that as well. A thank you to all of the gifters in chat as well as the people that have donated bits. You guys are freaking awesome.
Y'all are awesome.
Oh my god. Just that hype train alone, you guys really built something up. Stick around. We are going to be raiding off here in just a moment here. Let's go ahead and find let's see, who do we have? Let's go and visit Luna. She is role-playing in Fractured Thrones right now. So yeah.
Right.
But yep, you guys know the drill. If you don't already, please give her a follow. It costs you nothing but your time, and just that time is to click one button. Make sure to show her some love, and of course, as always, respect our raid target. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Waifu Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Have a great
See you
night,
Tuesday.
everyone.
Good night,
care, Chad.
everybody.
Exotic butters.
uncage your mind. Together we face this incessant bind, challenging a past we can't erase, replacing it with hope for a better place. Another day, another dawn, another damn thing to get done. Far from home, we still toil away, looking back somewhere we cannot stay, breaking the chains we cannot see. We'll either be damned or we'll be free. Oh, grab the past sharply by the throat. Our sins be damned will bring hope, forged in the fire of a wicked end. From the ashes we find a friend, brothers in arms made along the way. Birds of a feather will fly away. Another day, another dawn, another damn thing to get done. Far from home, we still toil away, looking back somewhere we cannot stay, breaking the chains we cannot see. We'll either be damned or we'll be free. Oh, what has passed is done and gone. It's time to grab the reins and move on. We'll face this world, but not alone. This new family is now my home. The day is done, so I lay down